Hey everyone, it's Derrick here with another video, and today we're going to talk about my long run today, which was 16 miles. Yesterday I ended up not running, so this week is going to be only a 5-day week of running, and tomorrow will end up probably being around a 5 or 6 mile run. And I think next week is when I'm going to start picking up the pace and start building up some speed into the actual training plan. Now, something to keep note of is that one of the things that I've been doing and I have done is been flexible with my schedule. So if I scheduled a 6-day run and ended up not having a 6-day run or a 6-week run, then I skipped a day, or I felt sick one day and I skipped it. And that's perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with skipping a day or skipping 2 days if you're feeling sick. The one thing that really matters is that you're healthy, and the other thing is that you don't want to get injured too. So if your body is not feeling it one day, you should definitely take it off. But back to the run. The run club that I mentioned before, Libertyville Running Club, runs every Saturday mornings at 7, and today I woke up at probably 6:50 and got out the door probably around 7:10ish. So they had already started running. So I just ran from here and met up with them on the actual route that they're running. It was a 8-mile route, and they would do 2 loops of it. And so that's probably why you see some random, really quick paced miles in the actual, or in my actual timing. Sometimes I was trying to catch somebody, and sometimes I was running with a group that wasn't part of the run group. Sometimes I was running in a group that wasn't part of the run group, or sometimes I was running with a slower group. And that's how the run ended up being a very sporadic paced run. And I usually like to keep things fairly consistent, and it's probably a good idea to keep things fairly consistent. And I always tell people that they should always finish quicker than they start. That's a really good habit to have as well. But anyways, the run felt good. I didn't feel too bad. I felt a little bit of a blister coming on, coming into the end of the run, which is not unusual. I should really not run in those shoes anymore. And what I'm probably going to try to do is run in different shoes, not in my Brooks, when I'm running long runs. And that should probably fix the issue. And at the end, I felt this run ended up being an hour and 57 minutes and some change. So almost a 2-hour run, and thinking about 16 miles, there's 10.2 miles to go. And my thoughts are, could I have ran 10 more miles today? And initially I'm thinking, yes, I could run an extra 10 miles, but it most likely would be a lot slower. I ended up walking portions of the actual run. There's a Gatorade station, so I stopped at the Gatorade station twice, and I ended up walking another time just to stretch out my legs a little bit. And that's the one thing with these longer runs, is that it'll really wear on your body when your form starts to really not become good. So if you start hunching your back, if you start swaying your arms the wrong way, if your stride becomes less and less efficient, or if you start pounding harder, or if you start heel striking harder, that sort of thing will really affect how you feel during these longer runs. And that's why it's really good to get some strides in, and what strides are just little sprints here and there. And I usually do 100-meter sprints, and I usually do 10 of them. Sorry, the cat's acting weird. But that really stretches out your legs, so you build up the pace and then get faster, and then slow down a little bit. And that really stretches out your legs. I think. It's not really an all-out sprint or anything like that, but it's a gradual build-up of speed and then a gradual slow down of speed. And I think those are really good to just make sure that your legs are stretched out, make sure that your legs, you're doing your proper form, especially after the 16-mile run that you've been hunched over and, you know, the good thing is to make sure that your body is loose, so shaking out your arms a little bit and making sure that your shoulders aren't getting too tight, because I've heard of people getting cramps while they actually run in their arms from just being too tense. So it's always good to be fairly loose and not super tense, and that'll happen if you're really pushing the pace and not shaking out your arms and not feeling loose. And make sure you cool down and make sure you stretch too. But either way, I definitely think I could finish a marathon today, but it just wouldn't be at the pace that I would want it to be at. So we're gonna start building we're going to start building in fartleks, we're going to start building in out east back hards, tempo runs, hills, etc., etc. And we're going to get stronger and faster. So stay tuned for those sub 6 minute mile repeats, and we'll see where this goes. Thank you all for watching. Feel free to leave a comment below if you have any questions. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, feel free to give it a thumbs down. And if you like the content that Moist Sauce Productions brings you, make sure you hit that subscribe button. And I will see you in the next video.